Okay, so what does it take to build a specialty coffee business that can last for 20 years? Today we are visiting Supremo Coffee in Germany to ask co-founder Raphael Braune what are the key principles and guides that help their family to build a thriving business.
Even if you haven't heard of Supremo Coffee before, here is why you should listen. They are one of the pioneers of specialty coffee in Germany, built the first raw coffee bean humidor in Europe with over 120 different coffee beans. They work closely with Cup of Excellence and receive many industry awards. Now they even operate own coffee farm in Costa Rica and help others to import coffee from the region. As a side project, they created Comandante, arguably one of the best manual coffee grinders on the market. Now, in this video, we are sharing Supremo's playbook. 5 rules that help them to build a successful coffee business and develop it for over 20 years. We ask advice on how to get and stay successful in specialty coffee. Rule number 1, no compromise on quality.
We saw the market and we said, okay, there's only one way how we can survive if we laser focus on quality. That quality aspect goes in every detail of the business, from like finding the right coffee, bringing it here, and the way it's being transported. When we started back then 20 years ago, everything was just in regular jute bags. Now things have evolved. We have grain pro bags, we have vacuum pack boxes. So here is the green bean humidor. Here we have all our micro lots, all the coffees from around the globe, and roughly 120 different kinds of coffee. So here in this room, it's all climate controlled. So you always have the same temperature, you always have the same moisture content, and some other factors to really keep the coffee as fresh as possible for the longest possible time, so that between harvests, we keep the coffee fresh. Yeah. So basically here we have the 15 kilo. This is the big guy, big. This is a 35 kilo oven. And over here we have the baby, goes up to 3 kilos. And obviously we have some sample roasters over there for the tests. And the team does all the cuppings here. And that's basically still the same setup, just a bit more different colors than last time.
In the back, I see the sort of a capping table, right? So
I mean, quality control is the key aspect of staying on top. But what we want to eliminate is having like different quality levels. So every batch that we roast is being checked. Every batch is being checked on color, and we cup every day, multiple times. So quality control is super important. What we want to make sure is that if a cafe has our coffee, that they will always get the same quality, that if it doesn't taste right, that they know, okay, it should be grind size or different other factors, but it should not be the coffee. So coffee should always be stable. Rule number 2 is actually a set of rules. It's 3 rules. Work hard, stay humble, and enjoy good coffee. Sounds super simple, but it's multi-layered.
Rule number 2, work hard.
Some people, they set up their business and they think, okay, now it's done, we're done. But that's not how the industry works. That's not how life works. There's always a change. And so you have to stay on top and always have to work hard to stay where you are. These days, often you hear this, that people say, don't work hard, work smart. Well, working smart goes without saying. Everybody, if you want to be successful, you got to work smart, but you also have to work hard. You have to go that extra mile. Sometimes you feel like, okay, I can't find a solution right now, and you just really feel like quitting. Or with Comandante, we're at points when we were developing it, where we said, okay, we want it to be perfect, but we can't quite get there. And in these moments, you just have to really sometimes close your eyes and work hard and figure it out.
Rule number 3, stay humble.
I think it's important to know your limitations. Too many people try too hard and then they burn out. Having a business is not a sprint. Getting on top, opening up a cafe and being like the most talked about cafe, that's a sprint. You can do that. But if you want to stay for good, you have to view it as a marathon. And that's a different way how you go about, because you want to be there tomorrow and the year after. You have to reinvent yourself, because what is like super cool today might be super boring in a couple of years. And if you don't stay on top, and if you don't recognize it that, well, this is not gold standard, and then you are humble enough to change and to look into how can we get better. And this constant optimization helps you to stay on top. So humility also is a part when we work with others, with our employees or with the farmers. They are just as important as we are. We don't really know that much about growing coffee. Those farmers have been doing that for generations. We couldn't do it ourselves because we don't know enough. But we have friends who know, and we listen to them. We're so happy to have all the helping hands that helped us to set up the farm. Then you accept help. And then you can really, now our farm, we have great coffee, and it's been in the first couple of phases at Cup of Excellence already with the last harvest. And seeing our coffee from that farm really being scored really well by the national jury, we couldn't be there if we would not have listened to advice. So yeah, you always have to stay flexible and try not to be too narrow-minded. And that's part of being humble.
Rule number 4, enjoy good coffee.
It should always be the goal to have a great cup of coffee. It is our slogan, enjoy good coffee, but the coffee stands for more. It's really about enjoying what you're doing. If you're awake and you're working and you don't like what you're doing, you got a problem. You're wasting your lifetime. And if you keep the joy and if you have the right motivation, you can keep going and it feels easy. I remember at our first video I said, I don't feel like working because I'm doing what I like. And you know what? Still after 20 years, I'm still having fun. And it's still something that I can enjoy. Well, it's easy to say it's not about money because in the end we have to pay our bills. But if doing something meaningful, to create things, to enjoy what you're doing, money will come. That will be a side effect. But you still have to love what you're doing. You have to create memories. And it might be hard at times. So you have to have other topics, other hobbies, let's say.
I see some graffiti bags.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So yeah, my background actually is graphic design. And before that, I did a lot of graffiti. And so whenever I need like a break, I draw stuff, and I usually do something that we can also use. So this is the project for the Arabica expedition. This is our Sugar Rush coffee, and from our farm and our neighboring farms in Costa Rica. You want to do everything so that the person feels welcome, right? And so just in a like manner with every aspect that's in the roastery, in the cafe, in the shop. That's how we want to treat people, and that's how we want our staff to treat people. Everyone who comes to Supremo feels good and enjoys coffee. So that enjoy the good coffee goes for us and for all of our customers.
Rule number 5, stay curious.
We started Supremo because we felt like there is not enough good coffee on the market in Germany, and we wanted to find a solution to that. Our aim was always, if there's a problem, we try to find a solution, and then once we have that solution, share it with the world. So if your goal is to solve problems or to create new things and to share that and stay curious and finding new things, that will keep you going. We don't have to have beer, it doesn't make sense at all. But loving crafted coffee, you start looking into other things as well, and craft beer is one of the things, I just really love nicely brewed craft beer. And then I thought, you know what, we should have like little cans that look like the Comandante grinder and have a nice, really good IPA. And so one of our friends is brewing that beer for us. And does it make sense? Of course not. It's not, but it's fun.
It was exciting to listen to Raphael's reflecting on their over 20 years long journey, identifying most important and useful principles that also other specialty coffee businesses can use or get inspired from. Now, the big question is, what's next for Supremo? What are the future plans?
And like, one of the highlights definitely is working with my daughter together, and that it's 3 generations now. I mean, we only started it 20 years ago, but it's already my daughter, my sister's daughter, both working in the company, my parents still being involved, all my sisters are being involved. And that's a blessing to really have that, and it's special, right? We have had this idea that we call it the Family Connect project, that we as a family are connected, working on a product, trying to get the best out of the beans. And we want to work with families at origin, because that way our focus is also to be there for the next generation. And if the farmer that we work with, if that's a family, they want to continue that relationship. And that gives you a different perspective on how to go about. The latest project, we're working on a new facility, a new roastery, because we're very limited here, being in a residential area. And we are checking out new roasting methods, new everything. You know, if there's something, how we can add value by a human doing it, we want to do it by hand. If there's something that we can automate and make it easier or better, if there's new machinery, we always look into it and check out, is that something for us or not? Is it enhancing the quality or not? Because we want to have still no compromise on quality, but also having this huge variety of coffees and going forth, trying out new things.
Okay, so that was Supremo Coffee. We learned a lot from Raphael and the team, and we are curious, what was your favorite part and what are your personal guides and principles